Welcome back, thank you for joining me on this next episode. We've tried clearing up after the ruination of our northernmost flank. But we've rebuilt. We had a tornado come through and the southeast got a bit destroyed as well. You can see all these trees that are regrowing after being ripped up. We're taking out quite a lot of coal. We've got 95 coal in stock and 343 iron. In fact, we're doing better with iron than we are stone, so that's a good thing. And just trying to there's a trader coming in. We're just trying to rebuild our sheep flock to get in a bit more wool so we can boost our clothing numbers, because they've been going down of late. Let's see what you have to trade. Oh, just leather. It's the little trade of leather. I don't think we need any leather. We've got 338, so we'll dismiss you and carry on with our lives. I want to plan a bit of an expansion up here, and then we can go along through this sort of pass over to the east, northeast. So let's build some road. I think that's quite a good way to start the expansion. That's my sort of thinking. Go all the way over there like that. Let's go right through this valley then, so you can kind of see what I'm saying. We can have some things going on up here. Oh, an outbreak of mumps has occurred. There we go, there's the offender. Well, let's get you straight in the hospital. We've got the hospital active, and it is always active. We could put on another herbalist, just in case that does anything. I don't think it would. Let's hope we contain this outbreak. We did last time, but it spreads very, very quickly. Oh, and look, here's our stockpile. Stone and iron in there, and more iron and stone there. And so we're bringing the... not sure where all the coal is being stockpiled. It sort of builds up on the side, doesn't it, and then it gets taken somewhere. I think the same with the stone. We've got 4 labourers and 2 builders, so we're a bit on the light side of labourers, but we've got 89 adults, 5 students and 25 children, so a lot of students to come through after these children go into college or education. Got a good balance of venison. I remember when we had 2,000 at one point. We've got that nice market right in the middle of everyone. Although these houses are outside of it now. Building up our cow population as well. That's nearly ready to split. And we've got this field waiting for the cows, really. How many? Yeah, we've got 6 sheep up in the northern area, and then we've got 6 in the south. So we need this mother field to grow, and we've got, wow, 15 chickens already, and I think we've got chickens up here as well. Yep, 8 of them, because that 7x7 pasture was the smallest one we could have, wasn't it? And we've got the option of having another woodcutter up here. We'll do it for now, just for that local demand, and because we've only got like 50 odd in stock. I'm just having a look at our food situation. We've got 7,600, which is looking pretty good. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that, so let's start with this expansion out here. Loads of stone, so we could do the stockpile thing again, because even if we don't collect materials up here, we will have to clear them. So let's put a stockpile here. We'll do a 7x4, nice and big to start off with, and we'll put a couple of houses in. That's how we start our foothold, isn't it? So we can get the workers up there, and then once we've got the workers up there, we can do building and stuff. Put a couple of houses right opposite each other, then that'll look nice. Starting that very most northern expansion. We'll get a bridge going over here so we can get into this area. So we'll do that. And we'll go across there, just where. So here's our bridge, nice wooden bridge. Try and go in line with the road, which is here. Now, how much is that going to cost us? 64 wood and 16 stone. Yep, that's fine. That's not too much. We'll get that going back over there. We'll just throw the road out into the middle, or just along a bit, so we know we're going in there. Brilliant. That is the way the expansion looks. And actually, if we go down here, we could expand up from here. Not quite sure how yet, but let's just extend this road a bit anyway. So we'll go up here, won't it be? So let's just put the road up there, so we don't interfere with any of the trees, and we're right on the edge of the wilderness there, and the edge of this entire area here. And we've got another opportunity to put some sort of road up here, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. And that's our map. That's everything. If you look up here in the top right corner, that's the map we've been dealt. And, wow, look at how deep this quarry's getting. That's amazing. 32% left, so we'll have to open another one up next to it. But that's fine. We always sort of planned for that. And then we've got that little house there. Oh, it's got a couple of hunters in. It's interesting. Where are the hunters? Maybe around here. Yeah, there. Maybe that's their nearest accommodation. Okay, brilliant. And we took on like a load of nomads, didn't we? So let's just see what the boarding house is doing. I don't know if we've got anyone in there. That's our overflow. Yep, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the boarding house left to go. Those are the nomads we took on. And actually, in time of crisis, well, look, we're clearing there already. In times of crisis, the nomads are good because they kind of refill your population, so that's a good thing to have, for sure. We'll definitely want some of these extra fields, the cattle, the sheep, and the chickens out in our new expansion over here, in the Promised Land, the new land, the newfound land. So I think, well, where are we going to go? Should we take the road out into the middle and then bring it down? And then we can build around it and just have one, probably slightly bigger population than some of these other smaller villages that we've been building, and this one can potentially stay quite small and be a bit of a halfway house between these two areas. So let's expand the road across. Where does it end? Somewhere around here. So we'll go like that, I think. Is that in the middle? That's just about in the middle. Sorry for all of you with OCD saying it's not. There we go. Okay, so that's going to be built. We're going to expand into there. We'll need all the stuff, all the usual stuff like the gatherer, the hunter, the stockpiles, and the storage barns, and some houses and so on. So let's start with actually a foothold of how. If we build housing too far out, we don't want them to be out on their own for too long. So we'll wait until we've done a bit more of a foothold here, and then we can expand. Let's make this one a really tiny little foothold where we can just about survive, and we'll call it like a little hamlet or something. So that'll be quite nice. We'll wait for those houses to be built. There we go, we've got all the stuff delivered. We've got only 2 labourers, so we do need some of these students now to come through. We've got 13 students though, so that's going to be a real boost to the adult population. Won't be long before we're up and running with extra people, and especially with our new expansion in the northeast, that's going to be quite big. So in this house we've got a hunter and a forester in our south eastern expansion. We've got our woodcutter working full time, and we've got loads of wood, loads of food, 7,800. So we're threatening the 8,000 mark, but not quite getting there. And 7 out of 12 sheep, so we just had another sheep grow as we were talking on this episode. So I'm pretty happy with that. We do need another cemetery, don't we? Yeah, we're full. Okay, I wonder if we can fit one in the back here. Let's extend this road out and see what we can build. No, we can't. Can we do... Maybe we could just build a graveyard without a road. We don't necessarily have to have a road around everything, do we? Cemetery? Is there any building land around here? No, I don't think we'll build a lot over there. I think we could build something up here. That's a good spot. And if we do it on this, we could have a pasture up here, but I don't think so. Let's just build a big old cemetery here, as big as we can get it, which is going to be around here. That'll do. 54 stone, 12 by 17, and that'll be a nice quiet place for people to go and pay their respects. Got a trader come in. Let's see what you got. Wool coat and wool. Well, I don't know if we particularly need them, but we could take them, couldn't we? Because we've got the money. So let's go for it, especially with our sheep stock that was a bit depleted. There we go. Have 640. Take it as a tip. Thank you, my man. Off you go. We'll take that trade. We'll do as many trades as we can while we've got the extra firewood. 9,000 food, so we're doing very well on food. And look, this stockpile is filling right up. So we've got loads of iron and coal. I wonder if people are using coal in their houses for heating. Let's have a look. So, nope, just firewood there. and just firewood there. So it does look like they are just using the coal at the blacksmith for our quite wonderful steel tools. I wonder if that's making us more efficient or anything. Look, we've got people dying of old age. Someone drowned. Another one died of old age. So let's get this cemetery built so we can start burying our dead. We've got plenty of stone. And we're just building stone houses now because we've got enough stone to do that. We've got farmers there, herdsmen, stone cutter, miner, gatherer, hunter. So we could probably do with more housing around the around these mines. Let's build another one down here. Because people are living elsewhere. Where can we build one? Not hugely near. Let's build one there. Okay, let's check out our northern expansion then. Okay, brilliant. We've built these houses. What we can do is have a gatherer and a storehouse, and that's probably all we're going to need. A storage barn. So we can have the storage barn there, and we can have... there's not much around to be gathered. We may need a forester as well. Let's build a forester and a gatherer. Can that forester fit in? Need the forester on the end, really. Can they squeeze in on the end here? No, the road's in the way. Maybe up. We'll put him there. Yeah, we'll put the forester there, and we'll have a gatherer just for some local food for these two guys in this outpost. We'll have a gatherer. Nothing else, just a gatherer for a bit of sustenance. Oh yes, and we'll fit on the end there. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. I'm really happy with that. And we can get this area cleared ultimately, but we're okay for raw materials for now. We're up to 10,000 food. Can you believe it? Would you, Adam and Eve it? Still waiting for this field for cattle. So we'll check over here to see if we've hit 10. Nope, we're on 9 out of 10. So soon we'll be able to portion off a small amount of our cattle to safeguard them for the future. I guess we could buy cattle if it comes in. 8 out of 12 sheep there. So yeah, we're gradually increasing our stock of coats, but we did buy wool in, didn't we? But once we're up to full sheep, that'll certainly help with the wool. And especially once we've got this big new expansion over here, the Promised Land, the final frontier. And once we've got this little hamlet built with our 2 houses and our 2 buildings, the forester's hut and the gatherer's hut. The forester's just there to maintain the woodland for the gatherer, and got our stockpile. We could do with collecting a little bit of this stone just to give them a bit more of an area to like plant trees in and stuff so they can gather. So we'll do some stone and we'll do some iron collection there. We've only got 1 labourer, wow, and 2 builders, but we've got a whole ton of everyone else. Let's take off a couple of stone cutters, and we have just had someone become a labourer there. Lots of students are going to be coming through now, so we'll just wait for them to come. We've got lots of people dying of old age, a new batch of people dying, so we're going through that new phase of death and destruction. But because of how our economy is run, and how we can sort of deflate and expand roles, we're doing quite well, where the last wave of people dying off didn't affect us too much. We just had to wait for people to build up again. Right, let's check it out. What have you got to trade, my man? Oh, lots of things, but it's finished goods. Okay, let's buy a whole load of apples so we can get our brewery going. That's going to probably be our main priority. We've got 2... so 666, they're only a one each, so we'll need a quarter of the firewood. So a quarter of 666 is going to be... Ooh, my maths is dreadful. It's going to be around 170, isn't it, or 165 or something. 168. There we go, keep the change. Trade and dismiss. We've got your apples, we've got 2 orchards up and running, and I'll just see what sort of ale we've got going on. 148. Wow, okay, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. People aren't so happy up here. I think it might be because we didn't have like graveyards. So the cemetery's up and running up here now, our expansion, and that's got 1 out of 64 graves. Wow, that's good. Okay, we can accommodate a lot of dead people now. Okay, That's good. And we've got our stone paths here. So actually we could make maybe this into a stone path just to aid the journey for people going up to our expansion all the way out here. That might help. Let's hope it does. Where are the stone roads? Here we go. Do that up to that junction. And I wonder, we could do it along here and down to this junction, or across to the right, or both, because there's a lot of people down here, isn't it? There's a big section of the town. Let's bring it along here, because we've got the spare stone for now. Along there, and how much would it cost down to go all the way down here to this junction where all the houses are? 37 stone. Okay, let's do it. There we go, we're upgrading road, folks. These are modern times with stone roads and whatnot. There we go, Gatherer's Hut being completed. There's our storage barn to put stuff in, and there's our forester getting to work. You could argue we should have shifted it over here somewhere so we could make use of this whole area. This bit on the end isn't really being used, but we can keep that as pristine new ground. The modern man is not disrupting. So I think the time has come to expand out into this zone. We've got 5 labourers, so we've got more labourers than we've had for a while, and I think we're ready. We're ready for this one. So we'll need... Right, we're going to need the foothold of housing first, aren't we? That's what comes. That's what we say. So we'll build the housing up here, one on the corner there, and we'll rotate this one around to be down here. And notice how I'm keeping the corners free in case we do want to build roads out, because you never know, in the future we may need cemeteries or orchards or God knows what out here. But for now we're building the initial village, and then we're going to expand it. We'll make it into quite a conurbation, quite the town. In fact, we're going to need more housing than that, aren't we? So let's put another one opposite that one. So we'll have 3 houses. Of course we need a stockpile. So we'll do the stockpile next to these houses, and we'll do a 7x5. Nice and big. All the materials will be ripping up. Oh, there's a trader coming in, so we'll pay attention to that. But let's get in one of our first buildings, which will be of course, the gatherer. We'll probably go for a hunter as well. So we'll leave a little space there for a road to go out in case we need it to come around the back of the gatherer's hut. In fact, we could build the storage barn out the back of the gatherer's hut, just for a change. And then have the road go across. And, I know, I can see it. Let's go to our trader, and we'll pause the game just in case we lose them. Oh wow, look at this. Oh wow, so there's quite a lot of stuff. Plum seeds, cabbage seeds, peach seeds. So which haven't we got? Plum, cabbage, peach. We've got plum and peach. Have we got cabbage? We do. Okay, we've got all that. We've got all of it. Never mind. Oh, pecans. We haven't had any pecans, so we'll taste some of them. Let's take 300. We've got enough ale. We've got 232 ale, which is fantastic. We haven't had any cherries yet. Let's have some cherries. Get 300 of each. We'll taste all these things. Pecans and cherries, let's do it. Let's trade that for 600. 640, that'll do. You can keep the change. Let's do it. Done. Okay, dismiss. Off you go. And we'll play the game. Thank you for that. We've got loads of food, 11,000 food. But we do have quite a big expansion in population coming up, so 15 children and 16 labourers. And we've got our next huge expansion, which is going to be a significant village out here. I'm going to... okay, let's have a think about this. So Gatherer's Hut is there. We've got the storage barn there. So we could have a hunter next to this storage barn. If we expand out this road, I know it's a slightly different layout to what we've done before, but let's change it up. We don't always need to do the same thing, you say, as I do a similar layout to what I always do. There we go. So we've got the hunting cabin and the gatherer's hut right next to storage barns. They don't have to go anywhere to drop off their food that they hunt, so they can be super efficient. And we've got our stockpile here, so that would mean really we would be after a forester's right next door and a wood chopper. So let's do a road next to this stockpile. so we can lay these things down. So we've got our forester here. We'll put that forester there, right in the middle of this whole area. That's really smack bang in the middle. And then we've got our forester, our woodcutter right here, next to our woodcutter, and that stockpile. So there it is. We've got our first house being built. Fantastic. That's our foothold. There we go. There it is. That's the start of our northern and easternmost expansion. Everything delivered here as well. Oh my goodness me, we've got 11 labourers. So we'll get the job done quite quickly, I'd imagine. We've got 2 builders, 11 labourers, 10 farmers, 7 herdsmen. Now, speaking of which, we will need some pastures out here for our regional meat hubs. So we could put pastures along here, or which will ultimately make our gatherers redundant. So our gatherer's got this whole area. We could ultimately leave our gatherer to have this whole southern area, or we could expand further down and have this more southern area for the gathering post as we develop this northern area. So I think we can justify that because there's a lot of building materials here as well. Let's build some pastures, and then we can start thinking about how we're going to populate the pastures. So let's have an actual think about what we did. So a 10 by 10 would be for the cattle, and that will give us 5. We can experiment with these sheep just for the sake of working out how many sheep you can get. As a minimum, we could go 9 by 9 and see if that gives us 5 sheep instead of 6 for no particular reason. And then we can go, well, we know that 7 by 7 is our smallest pasture for our chickens. So let's do that. Okay, brilliant. So we've got 3 pastures gone down, and we'll expand out the road to cover the pastures. And that's the makings of a starter village. So I'm thinking we're going to need more housing. Oh, is that a trader? Yep. Let's pause the game. I don't know how long he was there. Pepper seeds, pear seeds. We've got logs, mushroom, ale, beef, chestnut, herbs. Cabbage seeds I know we've got. So pear seeds and pepper seeds. I've got a feeling one of those we need. Pear, for example. Pepper we've got. We don't have pear. So let's buy the pear seeds. It's going to cost us 625 wood. And that's another thing we can tick off our list, so that's fantastic. Let's trade, and let's dismiss you, because we don't need anything else. We're fine. We've got 11,600 food. And let's have a look at our list now. So apple, peach, plum, pear in the orchard. That's what we could have. I don't think there are any bonus prizes for making different types of alcohol, so we can just stick with the apple alcohol. We've got 235 barrels of it. And look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 things left to unlock. So actually, let's add a trader. Let's do some more trading. So we've got 3 traders, we'll make that 4. And in fact, we could 5, 6. We're on full trading. We're just putting everyone on trading. I think that means we're going to have more traders. Let's activate this field and split it out so we can be... and let's play the game. Let's add a herdsman. So there we go. We've just expanded the cows out, so this one can keep working away and expanding. We can send these guys actually over here. While I think about it, let's do that. So this will be pretty nice. Cool. Look at all these trees built up. I wonder if our forest. Yeah, we'll put them on cutting as well. Not that we need it because we've got 1,000 wood. We'll activate this field and we'll employ another herdsman. And let's empty this field and see where they go. Should be over there. Oh no, they're going back to this field. So we'll split it out again and deactivate that field. And they should. Oh, they've gone back there, haven't they? Empty out that field. Come on, right. Let's get this right. Empty out this field. They'll go back here, and then we'll split again. And third time lucky, they'll go over there. We've done it. We've split. Are they just a bit confused? They're just going back to this field. But I have paused the work. Okay. Do I need to activate the other field or something? Let's empty it out and send them back. And now you're thinking, what am I doing? So that is active, that field. But We're just going over to this nearby one. There's someone with a question mark above their head. What I think I'll do is I'll destroy this pasture, because I wasn't quite working out what I was doing wrong. Oh no, I don't want to remove that. Yeah, keep that. Okay, we'll split these out in a minute. Okay, look at this expansion. So we've got 3 houses, we've got the hunting cabin being made, we've got our gatherer up and running already, and anything in the storage barn? Not yet. Not yet. Nothing useful in the stockpile either, in terms of firewood. The woodcutter and the forester are just waiting to be built on. Look at all this stuff being removed, all our pastures being made. We've got 10 labourers doing the business. And I wonder if it's easier for them to go down here. Should we join up the road and just... Some of them seem to be going down here. Join up that road. Make it a bit quicker for them. There we go, that'll be fine. Yeah, we've got people going up and down. That person doesn't have a job. We need to work out who they are. This is earmarked for destruction. Just had a labourer die of old age. So we've got 96 people. People are still coming through, gaining labourers. And what have we got here? Yep. Still got 6 sheep. 9 out of 8 chickens. So there's a chicken about to be slaughtered there. Lots of people dying in a little run there. So we're down to 6 labourers. Oh, look at our little hamlet there. It's doing well. Stuff in the stockpile that we cleared. And our forester's working away to repopulate that area with oh look, some animals there, pushed out to the very flanks of the map. So we still haven't demolished that, but I think everyone is focusing on the build-up here. So we've nearly made our pastures, which is great. We can employ a woodcutter here, just so they've got the wood supply up there where they are. 3 labourers, 2 builders, so we're down just to a few people. We'll activate this field and we'll have cattle in that one, we'll have sheep in this one, and we'll have chickens in that one when it's built. And we'll go down and see what this trade's all about. I think we'll have trades coming in a bit quicker now. That we've got 6 traders. You can see, you can test my theory by looking at the date and how many we get per year. Walnut seeds, I don't remember having those, so I'm just going to buy them without questioning. 625. Enter. 625. Let's trade. Dismiss. So let's have a look in our town hall, see what we've got. Yeah, we did need those. We've just got 3 things left to discover. I wonder what they're going to be. I can't really think what they are. I don't know if we're going to get another animal or not. I don't think so. Okay, sheep there, cattle there. So we would need another herdsman for the sheep. Add them on. Only got 1 labourer left. Need some people to come through. Chickens for this one. And we'll need another herdsman. We don't have any available, so let's just have 1 builder, 1 labourer, and we'll take a couple of people off the stone yard. A couple of people off the mines, actually. We've got plenty of iron, but we don't have enough coal, so I'm switching our iron mine over to coal and just having them both pump out some coal. Look, got 153 coats, 142 tools, so we're happy with that. The stone mine has 19% remaining, so we'll need to keep an eye on that and build another one when it's done. And this one is in the process of being demolished, so right, let's move some sheep. Yeah, we've got 12 sheep there, which is great. And so we'll just go up to this corner and see. Yes, a 9x9 gives you 5 sheep, so that's great. We'll do that. We're activated and everything, aren't we? Yep. Oh, we've just got 8 labourers now. So we've had a whole load of people come through as labourers, and we bumped a couple of people off the mines, didn't we? So let's employ our herdsman, and we're going to send some sheep, and we're going to send... There we go. That's sending 5 up, hopefully, to this newfound land. And they're going on quite the journey. I think they're going to go right across this very vast-looking lake. It's very brave sheep. Is it just 4 going up? Thought there might have been 5, but that doesn't matter. They'll soon breed their way up. Put another... There we go. Another woodcutter, so that one's employed. And our sheep are on their way, so yeah. Oh yeah, there's a baby in there. Oh, how cute. So there are... Is it 4 or 5? I don't know, with the baby. We'll see. Let's watch them land. 1. 2. Oh, it tells you anyway. 5. Okay, cool. So we've got 4 adults and a baby. That seems like a good mix. Let's split off some sheep from one of our mother coops. So we'll split some sheep off. It looks like 7 are going. Yep. So that's our minimum size coop, isn't it? Where are you all going? This way to the Newfoundland. Don't know what happens if you have like 2 active fields, if it can recognise the difference. But let's okay. So we can't split these guys out because there's only 9 out of 10. So we'll wait for them to build up to 10 again. That's that cattle. So we're just a little bit short on our cattle, and I would say that we did a 20 by 10 field, which gives us a total of 10 cattle, but they don't always reach their limit there, I've noticed, and therefore you can't split. So I'd make it a bit bigger, maybe 22 by 11, and hope that you can get an extra 1, or work out the maths to get 11 instead of 10. I'd say that's worth it. But for these pastures here, it's fine just having them exactly on, because they're just regional meat hubs, aren't they? So it doesn't matter if they've got 4 or 5. There we go. We've got our 8 chickens. And it looks like we've hit our food limit of 17,000. So let's take off a few gatherers, for which we've got capacity for 24, which is insane. Another trading boat coming through, which is cool. We'll look forward to that. So as long as our capacity is 17,000, we won't be able to make any more cows. So we'll just bump that up to maybe 20,000 and just see if we can reduce. And take off a hunter. And we'll keep everyone else, just see if that balances it out. We've got more adults coming through. This guy's just offering steel tools and iron tools. I don't think we'll bother, but I know we've got the money, but we don't need to. Off you go. Okay, well, we're looking good. So we're going to do something about the cow production, I think. We'll make a bigger pasture down here opposite, and move them over so we've got more capacity to just breed them, and then we can split them out easier. And we're looking good. Here's our latest production. We'll need some more housing here, and we'll expand that further. But great pause for the episode here. Join me in the next episode where we will be driving our expansion further, and we'll be populating all our meat hubs and so on. And thank you for watching.